Welcome everyone. My name is Amy and this is my YouTube channel, mainly focusing on cross stitch. And today I have an update for you, and I'm hoping it's going to be a short one. I haven't actually gotten a lot of stitching done. If I'm looking over to the side, it's just because I have all my information there, and maybe my camera's angled a bit weird, but we'll see. So just what happened in the last 2 weeks. So here we had another power outage, and that one took up a whole night, so I didn't get any stitching done that night. And then I've also been dealing with my vertigo this week and last week. Pretty bad episodes. If you don't know what that is, it's basically an equilibrium problem in your ear that causes, dizziness, nausea, general weakness. So that's what happened. And I've had a bad year for it this year. And last week I couldn't drive anywhere. I was basically laid up sick for a couple days, and one day I fainted. So when I get it, I don't really stitch at all, because just being on the computer or my phone to look at my patterns, it just messes with my head. So basically when that happens, I just kind of sit, listen to an audiobook, or sleep it off. So that kind of cut down on my stitching. So I think I maybe got under 2,000 stitches done. So not a lot of progress, but progress is progress. So let's get started with the best news first. So I have a finish. Those of you who've seen my previous videos know that I've been working on a Pokemon chart, and this is, I'll put actually, I won't. I'll just show you guys. So this is the final product, and it's, of course, my words are showing up backwards, but that's okay. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So basically it says Home Sweet Home, and if anyone is familiar with Pokemon, this is the first gen red house. So this is the house where your mom lives in the game, and this is the main character, Red, who you get to choose the name for and play as. So this is on a 14 Smokey Antique Ada. It's a stamped color. It's very, very light variegation on the front here. And then it's just pure white on the back. And this will be, I'm going to practice framing with this because I'd like to hang it up. So this is a pattern, a free pattern by Lord Libidon. He has a lot, he or she, I'm not entirely sure, has a lot of free patterns for like Pokemon. He has those really big like Pokemon generation patterns, which is in my to-do list, because I love the first generation of Pokemon. It's my absolute favorite. It is what I grew up with, and I think I've played the game like 20 times. In fact, maybe it needs a replay. So from there, everything else is just progress. So before every picture, every whip, you'll see a picture of what it looks like and a picture of where it was last time, if I have it. I may have missed a couple. But it's not a big list this time. I think we're under 10 this time anyway. So I guess we'll just start with what I have here on top. Because I have everything just piled right here. So first up is the Blackwater Siren Cell by Bella Filipina. The 9th and final part for this cell just came out recently, I think last week or the week before, and I know some people are already done it. I am on part 2. I tend to be very slow when I stitch on my like ladies and my lovely projects. Not because I don't enjoy them, but because I find it hard, especially in this case, to work on the 28 count, 2 over 2. Well, I'm working 3 over over 2 because I like the coverage better. But by now you should have seen the pictures, and this is where we got to. So her head, except for the beading, is actually pretty much done. So her neck is going to be there, but this is pretty much her head. And she's so pretty. I love, love, love the colors that were picked out for all of the different sirens. And I like that one is actually looking away from you. So she's the one on the bottom. And there's going to be obviously her torso and part of the water in this part. And then I'll do her bottom part next. But this is going to be a slow burn for me. And she got, where's my numbers? 221 stitches. So she got pulled out for a challenge or 2. Got 100 stitches in. But yeah, I really like that. So just put that there. Actually, with my mouse before I click all my stuff away. So the next project that I have is going to be Love Owls by Heaven and Earth Design. The artist is James Browne, and I am working on this on a 16 count 2/2 white Aida, and this is my oldest HAED project, and it also is my farthest along. We hit over 50% this year. So all my progress, I left it in the hoop because I put it in a bigger hoop, and basically this is how I always work on it. And this got 301 stitches. So I'm close to another page finish. So I'm really trying to get this done. And then I haven't decided if I'll go down and finish this last page and partial page to hit the bottom, or if I want to go across, or I might even try diagonally just to see how that works. But look at all those pinks and the greens. I love this. I didn't think when I first started cross stitching that I would love a pink pattern so much, but I adore it. Yeah, so this is my focus piece for the year. I've already gotten 1 page finish to finish the row this year, and a partial page finish. If any of you are doing the Runner Stitchers challenge that he has coming up, I'll insert what it's called here because I can't remember the name of it right now. But basically, as he prepares for his next marathon, those of us who want to are going to pick a whip. This will be mine, and follow along with him. So every, I think, mile he runs, then you put 10 stitches into your project. And he has like a spreadsheet and everything so we can see his progress as he runs. And I think that's just so cool. And I really needed like a dedicated challenge piece, so I'm gonna join. I'll put all the information in this area here next to me, and I'll also put his channel link down below in the description. Great. So my next one is a project that you may not have seen since probably January. This is Amethyst by Chris Ortega. This is another Heaven and Earth design. It is my largest Heaven and Earth design that I just started this year, and there's just a baby start on it really. So this is on a 25 count 1/1 full cross. Everything I do is full cross. And she got 200 stitches. So it's hard to tell in this lighting here. Let's see if I can. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's just a little bit of purples and blacks, and you can kind of see the sky coming in here. And that was just a measly 200 stitches. I think I'm only 800 stitches into this pattern, so it's like a baby start. But it's fun anyway. Next is a pattern that I'm aiming to finish this year, and that is the Tea Time Quaker by, I think, Ink Circles. And this is on a Be Stitch Me fabric. It was a fabric of the month that I actually don't know the name of. It's a 16 count, and this is 2/2. And she got 793 stitches. So I basically, from this kettle here, and I put this entire side in. So all of these motifs over here, and the honey pot, and then I started the center kettle. And so once this kettle is done in here, there's just the word tea down here with some leaves and decoratives, and then this is done. And this will go in my scrapbook because I cut it around here. So another one of my Heaven and Earth designs. This is Which Way by Molly Harrison. This is 25 count 1/1, and she got 306 stitches. And this is my progress. So that's the full project. And we just put some stitches. I finished this diagonal and then started the new one. So I really I do like working on background. I am one of those people who likes to do that. But I also love working on all these colors in here. They're just gorgeous colors. Hey, so my next project is Belle de Mer by Joan Elliott. This is another one of my lovely ladies, as we call them, and I am very close to getting a finish on the back stitch and stitching for this page. So she got 100 stitches, but it went a long way. So her hair continues all the way down here, and you can barely see the sparkle. You can't really see the sparkle, but there's lots of sparkle in her shirt and in here. So all the back stitching in here is done. So it just needs to be added into this section once I finish the stitches. And then I will bead the page at the end. Another one of my focus pieces this year. It's a new start, but I use it in the Stitches So Beautiful monthly Facebook challenges. And this is Boreal Colors by Eder Jose Rosa. And I got another 554 stitches into this in the last 2 weeks. So there's actually only 3 blocks here is actually the page, because I went down further than I was supposed to. Well, no. So I don't have all the colors that I need for this one, so I'll choose my next page based on the colors that I have. So it might be going down. But I really enjoy this. There's this is mostly black, right? But you can already see that the stars, when I hold it up like this, and the blue is really starting to come through, and it just looks gorgeous. And I'm probably gonna have to start another one of his some point this year, because I have a couple more. Basically, I want to start all his landscapes, and the Hogwarts one. That'd be nice. Next project is Heaven and Earth Design, Celestine. This is by Margaret Morales. And this got 200 stitches. This is on 25 count 1/1. And this is where we're at. So I finished a diagonal and then started working So I'm just about to finish this one here. And then I was gonna see, put some, I really love the detail on this. It's just so pretty. All of her patterns are so pretty, but I really love the way that the feathers and the wings are turning out. And they're actually quite fun to stitch. Okay. And 2 more. So I have mini Serenity. That's a HAED by Julie Fain. And this has got 850 stitches in the last 2 weeks. It's a fair amount. And this is where we're at. So that moon is really coming along. I'm starting to get into the pinks that are in the center of it. So I finished 1.5 diagonals, I think. But this has been really fun to stitch on since I got to the moon. This first page was a bit of a slog just because it was checkered. But I really like the moon. Actually, I think that's, now that I'm working on it, that's definitely what drew me to it. Because look at all the, you can see everything in there. And we're coming into some pinks, and apparently I'm a pink person. And I really like the wings. Like, they really managed to get that kind of see-through winged thing, like, just down pat, really. And my last one is another one that got a lot of stitches in the last 2 weeks, which is Quaker Jus de Pan by Jardin Prive. Yeah, Jardin Prive. And this is 25 count 1/1 on white lugana. And it's got 813 stitches. So there's been a lot of progress on this one. I think most of them, if I'm remembering correctly, is, I can't remember if last video I'd finished this motif in here, but I definitely finished this tree this time around. And I really like that tree. That tree was gorgeous and so much fun to work on. So you can kind of see. So where that cat, the waving cat is at the bottom, that's the bottom of the pattern. So I would say we're at least 50%. So there's some waving flags up here. We've got one of the towers, like, and we have Mount Fuji. And then I can't remember what's over here. But I think I'll aim for a finish on this one for this year. But we'll have to see. Depends on how many times it gets called, I guess. And then that is all my projects for progress. So I'm just going to go grab some of the projects that are, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to grab some other projects because I want to show you guys some of the ones I'm considering starting and for my mania plans, and then I'll explain once I have them. So we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have here just below, I have a mix of the kits that I want to do but have been putting off for way too long. So there's more here than I plan to do. Right now I have 4 available places in my 25 and 25, thanks to a couple finishes. And so what I'm planning to do for May is every Monday I'm going to do a new start. So it's 4 new starts. And I'm picking from already kitted or kitted products. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to start today. But I'll just show you guys so you can either help me pick for the next 3 or, you know, just so I can think about it. And so you can see what you may be featured in the next couple videos. So I have 3 owl projects. They're by Joy Sunday. I got them as a Christmas present before we realized that they were mostly, you know, not credited to the proper artists. So I have 3 here. So I have this little girl. So this one is called Owls and Dragonfly. So I've decided for these 3, when I do start them, or whatever one I do, it's not going to be on the call for Ada. I'm going to pick something that I have. So there's that one. And then this is Owl 4. And Owl 5. So I'll probably spin a wheel and pick one of these. There's these 3. These 3 are some of my oldest kits. Like I got them the first year, like barely into a year of cross stitching before I even knew what I was doing. I got them for Christmas. Same with this one. I got really like maybe like a year in. So this is Hedgehog's Nightlight by Clark. Anyway, it's a little hedgehog. It's on a black fabric, and he's so cute. But yeah, it's by like Clark, recommended by Pana. But yeah, he's cute. A big contender is a Riola's kit I have that I just got. And this one, is there a name here? I don't really see a name, but it's basically this. And it comes with a printed fabric. So I think I mostly just do that deer, the deer here. I think. Yeah. But I really liked how pretty he was. So this is definitely going to be started at some point this month. Next one is Dimensions, a gold collection Dimensions. You've probably all seen before. This is Wind Moon Fairy. And the kit that I got that I will not be doing on this fabric because I don't think it's very nice fabric. But this is a Disney Dreams collection by Thomas Kincaid kit. And this is the Little Mermaid. Now, this kit was opened when I got it. It had everything. Nothing's been used. And there's just so many details in this pattern. Like all the Disney ones, really. But I got this one off Instagram. And I really love it. The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney, like, kids movie. And then the last pattern that I'd like to potentially start is the only one that's not a kit, and it is a Bella Filipina design. This one is Phoenix Queen. So I have this one all kitted up here in my bag. Let's get the little, that's cute bag. And it's just been sitting waiting to be started. So I think I'll probably start this one too. Not today though. I think we'll start one of the other ones today. Now if you have any one that, like, out of the ones that you'd like to see, let me know, because I'm horrible at making my decisions when it comes to my starts. I'm more of a pattern hoarder than a pattern starter. So if opinions would be lovely. And that's all that I have for today. I'll probably edit tomorrow when I have some more time, and then it will be up. So thank you for watching if you made it this far. And if you liked what you see, leave a comment. I'd love to interact with everybody. And I will see you guys in another 2 or 3 weeks. Bye!